And here we go. Welcome back, everybody. Happy Labor Day. We're having a chart party coming at you on Labor Day. Hopefully you're enjoying your time off, your long weekend. September is upon us. August finally behind us, thank God. That was the longest month of my life and quite a boring chart month. September is here, and there's a lot of speculation already about how September will wrap up. With just a few hours recorded in September, we're already speculating on the end of it. For the most part, I want to say that sentiment leans bearishly. I see a lot of posts about historic September gains and losses, how it's the most read month for crypto every year, well, on average every year. And I think it's too early to call that, guys. I think we should ignore the crystal ball seers, the fortune tellers that seem to already have wrapped up September. But in the meantime, let's come up with some fun things to call September. I came up with Rektember today. Let's get more of them. We need a bunch of real bearish kind of monthly names for this, so I can use them all throughout the month of September. Hopefully it brings us some green. So we're gonna jump into the chart. I don't have a lot planned for you. I was debating if we should go live today, if people would show up. We got about 100 live viewers on our main stream on YouTube. Just started, we'll have more. But I know you guys are busy. So I want to start with, I appreciate each and every one of you that have come to hang out with the fam on this day of labor instead of, I don't know, barbecuing. What else do people do on Labor Day? Barbecue. Drink beers, barbecue. You're welcome to drink beers here. It's BYOB, unfortunately, but you're welcome to drink beers here. Welcome to hang out, have your little celebration, and hopefully we'll find some goodies along the way in the chart. So I got my chats up. Let me put some yo-yos. Who's here today? I see nobody. Oh, that's not true. Persona muy importante and meme ticks over on Twitter chatting it up. Good to see you guys. Matarone Alchemist, God, Pickle, David, Ace of Hearts, Thashiel. What's up, Thashiel? You're here all the time. I appreciate you. Sin, Josh, Troublesome, Psychedelic Astronaut. I know Alchemist was here. Auto did act. You changed your name, my friend. It's good to see you. John Kennington Tillin. We got God, Benjamin Cohen. Of course, Mama Jedi, the first one on the stream. Good to see you, fams. Good to see everybody. If you could, take a moment, smash that like button. I know it's cliche. It's not placebo. It does something. The more we engage with the live stream, the more YouTube sends the live stream out to new viewers, and that's how we grow. I appreciate you. A friendly reminder that this stream is my analysis. It is my opinion. It is how I might approach trades, how I might look or interpret charts. It is not financial advice. I am not a certified financial advisor. So everything I say, please remember, I am wrong. I am human. We are sponsored by Lux Algo and Meta Signals. Links in the video description below. And there we go. We got that out of the way. We are the best. You are the best. Constant stream of love. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it today. I'm feeling it. I decided to go live anyway. I was like, no one's going to tune in. I might as well just go drink beers myself. Maybe I'll do that later. But we got chart to do. Let me get through some Bitcoin, as we always do. And then, I don't know, we'll figure it out from there. So, August behind us, and we have closed in a not so great candle, unfortunately. After trading all the way down under 50K, bulls came back, bounced the price, but were unable to make real upward progress into the end of August. I was hoping to see kind of a last second burner run. We saw that in July. I think we even saw that in June. Didn't really happen, unfortunately. Closing far below July's open at 62.6. We have a bearish engulfing candle on the month, which in a bubble is not a very bullish sign. It's usually a sign of weakness, potential suggestion of continuation to the downside, etc. September has opened with a very quiet bang. We've traded down pretty much the entire time. We might have had 1 minute of green. We're going to zoom in and find that. But September so far to the downside, no real damage is done. No real volatile move has happened. Likely because stock market, traditional markets are also closed. The first real day of September trading, we'll say real in TradFi terms, starts tomorrow. So everything closed, people enjoying their barbecues and their families. And that's all right. Let's go down to the week here. Our week wrapped up last night as well. And I remember talking, I think it was on Friday, saying it's kind of weird. All these time frames, the monthly, the weekly, the daily, they all have bearish engulfing candles printed. It looks like they pretty much all closed that way as well. Last week or last night closed at 57.3, slightly underneath the previous week open at 58.4, and that is another bearish engulf. So you have the monthly and the weekly. What a spooky way to start September. You'd expect this price action in October when things are spookier, but not quite. A little bit early for September here. Again, not a great signal, not a very strong bullish signal there, unfortunately. I would love for it to be, but it is not. The weekly has not changed. Despite that gnarly candle, RSI remains relatively the same. All these other indicators that we looked at, not a lot of change here. Let's look at Bollinger Bands. Just throwing them up for shits and giggles here. Last week rejected from the middle of the band. It does potentially point to the bottom band here, sitting at 54.7. Now we're just trading sideways. Look at all these weekly closes in this range. Since July, we've had like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 right here. Quite an exciting point of price, don't you think, guys? Really exciting. No, but it will get spicy. It always is the most boring right before the spice. Every time. Week. What else could we even have here? Moving averages are not gonna have a lot of change there. Maybe a Ichimoku update. Nothing. Steady sideways. Let's go down to the daily. Like I said, September started off with a tiny little sell-off here yesterday, closing 2.8%. Not bearish engulfed, just because of a lack of a green candle before. All right. Today's candle opening at 57.3. We've seen it almost go back to the beginning or the open of September from yesterday. Here we are, really sitting in between the weekly open and the monthly open. Man. This market has made it incredibly difficult to make content. I hate repeating myself as a human. I just hate it. And that seems like all I can do right now. RSI the same. Money flow the same. Candle, honestly, the candle is really just the same. It's just right where all these other candles have been. Am I going crazy? A little Labor Day craziness. Send it, says Matthew. What's up, Matthew? How you doing, man? What's up, Tonzi? What lows are you looking for? You've got 10K to deploy. Man, that's a good question. That's a good question. I don't think my downside targets have changed when it comes to if we lose this range, if we trade below 49K, we enter a longer, more prolonged bear market, whatever you want to call it. I don't think those targets have changed for me. Still looking around that 38.5 area. We can look at that in a little bit here. Let me get through here. Just a friendly reminder, if you subscribe while we're live, you'll notice this number down here. It's very interactive. If you subscribe, it will roll over. It'll add one to it, and it'll put your name up on the screen. Very special. Very demure. Very cutesy. You know, you like it. Can Bitcoin basically just continuing? Not a lot of change. Let me get rid of a lot of these lines here. Make it a little clearer for you. We are just journeying down this river. Sometimes when you're journeying down a river, you want to get off your tube, but you can't. You're in the middle of the river. That's where we're at right now. Hanging out at our highs, at our lows, at our highs, at our lows. This is seemingly maybe the first kind of piece of structure that is in the middle of the river. The rest of the time we've really spent kind of at the highs or the lows, and now we're just, I don't know, man, just floating down the river, it seems. You know what the good thing about a river is? When you're floating down it, you can't get lost. You just make it to the end of the river. That's a great metaphor for Bitcoin. You hang on, you sit back, and eventually make it to the end of the river. It's coming. Our moving averages on the day also not super changed, but we are getting a little bit more of a bearish signal. It seems like the whole chart wants me to be bearish. Suspicious. That is definitely suspicious. Our golden cross, our death cross, we traded above, sold off below, still holding our lows from August. That has not changed on the day. We do see this 50 daily is starting to curl over. I don't really like that. It's not a very comfortable spot to be. Closing candles above the 200 was supposed to be the new all-time high signal, but we got faked out. And now zooming in on this daily price action, we are seeing some kind of pattern slowly maybe emerge here. Maybe a lower high, lower low kind of thing. We might see a channel. We might see a wedge. I think this will flush out more as we get into September. But there's definitely a high trend here and a low trend here. Their exact location, not going to be that important. Not super duper important. But they are there. Man, what do we want? What are we getting here? What's happening? Who broke the corn? Nah, the corn's fine. It's okay. 12-hour, anything going on? All right, here. So all the other time frames looked at, big old red candles. Interesting. The last 12-hour candle did close bullish engulfed. There's a little hopium. Such a tiny little crumb of hopium, though. We need more. This is the first candle time frame that we see really at all green, and we're just gonna have to take it. We can't complain. We're just gonna have to put that in our back pocket here for Labor Day. Huzzah! Hip hip! You guys are supposed to say hooray. Hip hip. Some of you were there for that. 12-hour. Okay, so there's a little deviation from what we've seen. The 12-hour is getting there. This is what we'd like to see before the daily, before the weekly, before the monthly. We need to see these lower time frames start to shape up. They have not over the last few weeks. This might be a first little sign that money flow on the 12-hour trickling away, momentum beginning to reverse, and VWAP in the positive. That's good. I'm not betting on it, but that's the first goodie that will come to. Go down to the 12. Go down to the 12. Now go down to the 4. 4 hours setting up. Kind of a familiar pattern here. I don't remember how long ago it was. Do you guys remember this on the 4 hour? With this, it was like left shouldery, big red candle. Candle closes right back up there. Where was this? Where did this happen? Right here. Looking kind of similar. Is that relevant? Probably not. It just caught my eye. I thought I'd point it out. Looking a little similar here with those 4 hours. Back up. Not the most exciting pattern potentially to play out again. A lot of sideways, a lot of crawling. A lot of not much. Let's go down to real small time frames. 2 hour. Here's the first piece of bullishness I see. 2 hour does look like it's ready to put in a little bit of upside. Let's take our fib tool, connect it from our local swing high to swing low, and look for the 618, 59.6. 59.6-ish, a very small move to the upside, but it would, even a small move at this point, that's how close, that's how tight this chart is. Even a small move, as small as, where are we at, 58.3, like 1,500, so a 3% move could put us into a green September. When we're flirting with these big time frame opens, we do see price tend to kind of, I say flirt with them, but tap them, trade sideways around them, kind of flip that bigger time frame candle back and forth, building leverage to just wreck a lot of those perp positions. And I think that's what we're seeing here. I would like to see that upside action play through today, but I'm not going to hold my breath, honestly, for anything today. Not for anything. I don't think that there is a big move coming to this market today. I would love to be wrong, guys. Market makers, you're out there listening. You like to humiliate me. You like to make me wrong. Do it. Do it. Hour 30. All right. A little bit of good. A little bit of love. To get through these. I'm going to the chat in just a sec, guys. Wow. Well, September is here. So far, it's sideways timber. It's not Rektember. It's not bull timber. Sideways timber. I'm going to check on my alerts, see what charts are popping off. But before then, let's see what you guys are looking at. What's up, Bad Baptist, my guy? Happy Labor Day. Good to see you. I see a hey, Rob. Where's Rob? Rob? There's Mr. Rob. How you doing, Rob? Rob, is this, you're the expert here. Is this the most spicy, fun chart you've ever seen? This Bitcoin, just in general, there's so much excitement, so many moves, lots to pay attention to, great content. Good to see you, brother. If you guys aren't familiar with Digital Asset News, check him out. It's a great dude, personal friend. What's up, Sayam Kumar? America should promote Chinese candidate as the president of America, then peace will come to planet Earth. That is a very interesting idea. Labor Day tunes, yeah. So wanted to tell you guys, we were jamming out to some rhythm on Friday. YouTube, well, not YouTube. One of my favorite artists, this hurts. One of my favorite like dubstep artists, 𝐒𝐳. 2 of their songs came on, total of 2 minutes out of 2 hours. And because that song was in it, that whole stream was blocked. Like the equivalent of like it being put on private for everyone and myself included. Big disappointment, big sad. So I might have to be a little bit more careful with the music here. Unfortunately, I was enjoying that. But God, that's like never happened. We've gotten like, usually the monetization is given to the artist. That's fine. But this one was like, can't be viewed in any country, can't be monetized, can't be blah, 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 blah. I was pretty trolled. Specifically because I like that artist so much. Whatever. Okay, good. My mic's working. We'll be a little more careful. A tweed more careful. Let's see. How long is this? 43 minutes. NCS, best of electronic music. If you're ever looking for not copyrighted music, NCS, no copyright sounds. It's not always the best. It's not always the hottest jams, but they got some good tunes, and they won't come after your channel. They won't make your video unviewable. All that alpha gone. You were forced to watch the vertical stream on your TV. Yeah, I saw someone comment like, I can't find the stream. I was like, yep. Annoyed. Don't put any music. I like some tunes. I'll just make them quiet. I like tunes. Helps me vibe. Helps me get in the chart zone. You typed coolest crypto glasses and YouTube and Google sent you straight here. Well, yeah, that makes sense. What's up, Dale? 𝐒𝐴𝐳 I like 𝐒𝐴𝐳. What's up, Movies Mine? How you doing, man? What are you guys looking at today? FIFO, happy Labor Day. Rich Vivi, boo. Boo what? Boo who? It's only September. It's not October. It's not boo season. Ordinal's having a great day. Which Ordinals, Dale? What's up, that Shield? Catching you from South Africa. Shout out to all of our African friends. All of our friends all over the globe. We are a global phenomenon. Audio Dutch. What's up, Mike? Sleeptember. It might be. It might end up being a Sleeptember. It was a sleep gist as well. So Sleeptember, sleep gist. It's a natural progression. I'll make one comment here, just on really low time frames, just to vibe with it, right? Kind of interesting here, really low time frame. We're on the 5 minute. September started right here, all the way back here. In September, it does already look like we had a liquidity sweep, and then I like this, right? We fell back down to this level. We did trade a little lower, but it does look like price action held here, at least on short time frames, and that's really not the exciting part. The exciting part is what happens after this. So we saw some kind of strength in the market on, again, the 5 minute chart, right? Jason Casper, my guy, my dude. No copyright strike, hot jams. You're addicted to hot tunes? Dude, I'm addicted to hot tunes. Happy Labor Day, Jason Casper. You're the man, dude. Hope you and your family are doing awesome today. You haven't had a monetization stream month. All right, Jason, dude, you're the only one who understands what I'm saying here. I don't know if you heard the whole story, but you feel me. If you play music on a live stream, thankfully you don't get like banned anymore. You used to get banned, but now like you just forfeit all the ad revenue, and that's why I turned the ads off. This stream brought to you ad free by 𝐿𝐿 and Metasignals. But dude, Jason Casper, I played dubstep on Friday, and 𝐒𝐳, I don't know if you're familiar with 𝐒𝐳, �R-E-Z-Z, one of my favorite dubstep artists. It was like one of their songs or two of their songs, but it was a total of less than 2 minutes of a 2-hour stream. Whole thing was blocked and couldn't be monetized, couldn't be viewed in any country. I couldn't even open it. You feel my pain, dude, and I love 𝐒𝐳. I'll stop. Today's a day of labor celebration, not of music complaining. I was saying here, I like this. This is really low time frame, but I like this vibe. This seems to caught a new energy here. Now, I wish this was on like the daily or some real time frame other than the 5-minute, but I'm liking this. We're starting to see higher highs, higher lows as we approach back to that green monthly. I think this, despite our indicators maybe not agreeing, I think we do see, maybe even today, a tap of that 58.9. What do you guys think? I know. It was just one stream, right? So it's not the end of the world. But like, I was trolled, man. Stream 2 hours. It was a pretty good stream. Was vibing with the music. And then it's like, I go and look, and never has it said blocked in all territories. And then I scroll down and I see Rez, and I was like, the hell, man? Like, I love this artist. I want to talk crap on him. But why? Rez, if you're out there, why do you have that setting? You can just have it so you get all the money. That's fine. Take the money. Anyway, moving on. YouTube is ridiculous. Copyright law is copyright law, though, Crypto Steve-O. You go to Rumble, you go to anywhere you want. You ain't getting away from the copyright, man. Yeah, getting away. Let's pump. I see guys clicking this button. If you're out there and you've never tried these wonderful placebo buttons, you should try them. Placebo is one of the strongest, most effective medicines. Did you know that? I'm a placebo doctor, and I endorse that message. By the way, if you guys don't follow Jason Casper, send that man a follow. I know you do. Thank you for the super chat, brother. Also, Digital Asset News. 2 great follows. You guys probably. You guys already follow him. You're in labor now, on Labor Day. Let's shout out to all the mamas out there on Labor Day, in labor. You know there are some. You know there's too many. They should be enjoying beers and brats and burgers, but they're having babies. Shout out to them. You followed good, Ace of Hearts. Gun to the heed. Would I long or short now? To the heed? Gun to the heed. It's a good question. Give me a second, IDK. Now, I was inverting the chart the other day, and I got scared, so I re-inverted it. All of this price action since March, how would you feel if this was our price action since March? If we had fallen into March and then rallied all the way to today like this, would you be bearish or bullish? Honestly, I would usually be bearish, right? These higher highs, higher lows, it looks like some kind of flag, some kind of channel, break to the downside. But when I was looking at this, I got a little scared. I scared myself like Professor Beans when she farts. She just spooks herself. Got a little scared here. It's like you have this higher high, higher low, right? You have the momentum like building to move to the downside. But then you got this kind of, you got this higher low here. Does kind of look like it wants to go back to here. So gun to my head. Short term, like now into like 48 hours, I'd probably go long. By midweek, maybe by next week, I'd probably be looking for a short. I don't know. What do you guys think? What's up, Randy? How you doing, brother? Happy Labor Day. It looks like it's me and you tonight, Rosie. You saw Rez live. I love Rez. Love Rez. I love Rez so much that I almost want to play the music again. I'm not that stupid, though. I'm not going to do that. What's up, Art Life Inventor? Investors and investors. Deep. What's up, Andre? You be dead for boredom? I know. I think I already am dead from boredom. What's up, Greg? My guy. Bitcoin quarterly performance. Q3 5% median, -4. Q4 88 median, 64. So October to December should bring some fireworks. The end of the years have very rarely disappointed. Very rarely disappointed in the corn. Q4s typically mark very spicy moves. Let's be real. We were talking about October on Friday. All that alpha gone from the Friday stream. We're talking about October. October seems to be the month where Bitcoin finally figures out what the hell it's doing. But a good reminder on the quarterly. 28 days to go. I think we did look at this on Friday. 28 days to go, and this candle really where it was the entire quarter. This has been a very, very low volatility quarter. We can look at some metrics on that, and I'll see if my hunch is right. But man, we should actually put that on our chart, shouldn't we? I have the green month, the green week. Why do I not have the green quarter? Green? Green Q. There we go. I should have brought a beer on this stream. Everybody's outside. Dude, I just moved in everywhere. It smells like grilling right now. It's making me hungry. There we go. We got the green quarter. Actually, I did have this marked as a red line, but I did not have green Q written on it. Green quarter 62.7. I still am going to be surprised if we don't tap even the high range in this quarter. I've been waiting for it now for 2 months. That's 71-ish K up here. 71. Man. Spicy. You guys are spicy. What's up? We got a new subscriber, my guy. Rel, FRM 300. Joining us on Labor Day. If this thing would pop up. Doesn't want to. That's okay. Shout out to you. And everyone else who subscribed during the live. If it hasn't popped your name up, let me know in chat. Happy to shout you out. There it is. Rel Farm. What's up, bruh? What up, my man? Bullish or bearish? I'm always bullish. Always bullish. But we just did kind of a little analysis on the corner, and there wasn't a lot of bullishness to be found. Not a lot. I'm kind of sitting on a hunch here that today will be low volatility, but I am sitting on a hunch that we see a green September, even if just a flip, even if just a wick into it, flip that candle green again, get everybody really, really confused as to what's going to happen. That's what I think is going to happen. Tom, your mom rarely disappoints. Thanks, bro. Nice. My mother is a saint. A saint, sir. You should watch your tongue. What was I going to do? Buy bid? No. Let's get a CoinGlass. Let me see. Let's check in on funding again. Funding remains exactly the same as Friday. God, could people just go mega short so we could squeeze it? Funding leaning bearish, but still not compelling. Not a compellingly deep negative funding rate. 0.04 down, 0.05 from neutral. It's slightly bullish. Just slightly. Better than slightly higher funding, let's say. I think our liquid map might be interesting. It's interesting. You can't do this one by ticker. That's weird. Can't do that one by ticker. I have no idea why. We've had this kind of scenario, and I will say I don't remember this in the recent past year with liquidations. We've seen kind of price bounce in between very close together values, a very tight range, and very little liquidations on either side. I don't really remember this happening. Sometimes we'll see it on one side of the trade or the other, but right now it seems like perps are just kind of hands off here. We don't see liquidations until 58.9, 58.8 on the upside and 57.9 on the downside. Kind of a empty void for price to fill. What else do we want to look at? Fear and greed remains. How can you be afraid right now? How can this be in fear? Like, in the sense of nothing has changed. It has been really since June. We've had fear. We kind of popped into a little bit of greed there into July and then right back down into some very extreme fear ratings. How can you still be scared? I don't know. I've been in this game so long, nothing's scary anymore. It's all the same. No matter what happens, guys. A lot of the I would assume a lot of the new people tune in and are like, how are you so calm? Why aren't you worried? Is he not losing money? Well, my portfolio is down more money than I ever thought I'd have in my lifetime, since even like March. But when you've round tripped this thing, man, when you get into Bitcoin and you see your wealth and your life change, it's all the same. It's all just a long journey. Most of it is painful. Even now, like looking back from when I started with just like a few $1,000s, like the amounts that I've gained are just far beyond what I ever thought would happen. The amounts I've lost were more than I ever thought I'd have, but it always ends up coming back. It always goes to a new high, even if it's not the sexy high number we want. You just stop caring after a while. I think that's one of the biggest secrets to success, is belief that this has a future. And by having a future means that it's going to continue to gain popularity, interest, market cap's going to keep going up over time. You never know how fast it's going to go or when. You just got to trust that it will. And if you can't do that, which is okay, you can't force belief. But if you don't believe that, then it's probably not the asset for you, right? There's other stuff going up. Speaking of which, let's go to a different chart. Let's go to a different chart. Total crypto market cap for the month also closed a monthly candle. August closing below. This is actually a little worrying. This is a more bearish, compelling argument than even the Bitcoin chart that we were looking at and kind of not finding anything. September closing the lowest close since the start of the year. January was the lowest monthly close until last month, or just a day ago. Underneath, and this is what I don't like, underneath last bull market's lower high into the bear market. This should be acting as support, and it has. That's been our thesis for a while, that it would find support here. However, it has tested this support so many times. These aren't exactly perfect, but doesn't matter. Close enough. It has tested support virtually every single month since March. This could be a signal that it's breaking down, losing support, closing lower. It's weird. We never... So far, Bitcoin hit an all-time high in March. Lots of other coins hit all-time highs, but crypto total market cap still fighting to get back to where it was in 2021. I think this suggests that the bull run, the real bull run, hasn't even started yet. We're waiting, wishing, hoping you believed in superstition, something like that. We could like identify support on this down here and say, okay, our order block in the month from the start of the year, sure, 1.6, 1.58 trillion. But there's really not that much value in that. It doesn't really give us a lot. It's not like you can put an order in for 1.6 trillion, I don't know, and long it there, right? But it is a good compass for what's going on overall in crypto. Let's look at this week as well. Lowest weekly close, lowest monthly close. Same thing, really mirroring Bitcoin. Bitcoin very much still in control. RSI, money flow, it all looks the same. It all looks exactly the same. Anything different? Nope. No. Maybe a little bit cleaner of a downtrend. Descending high. Man. What do you guys think? Let's just do a poll. Don't ask. Okay, bud. Takes a weird fella to go in and talk about someone's mom while they're streaming live. Luckily, I'll live. It's a weird fella doing weird stuff. What's he gonna do? Put a poll. Let's make a poll. September. Bearish. Bullish. No, do neutral. We'll do bullish. Then we'll do see results. There we go. Let's see what you guys are feeling. Damn the dump. What's up, Jen? Good to see you. Let's do a poll, says Crypto Stevo. That number on Bitcoin is 40-ish. You have a question. Do I usually take profit? When do you usually take profit? And when to DCA? So, Youssef, what's up, my guy? Those are very different concepts. You can have profit taking in DCAing, but DCAing is more of a strategy to accumulate. Whereas take profit, typically the goal of a trade, of a scalp, right? But the goal of a trade isn't usually to accumulate an asset. Could be. But different ideas. So when DCA, the way I think DCA should be done is you need to know the cost basis of your Bitcoin position. So say the cost basis of your Bitcoin position is 50, I don't know. Let's say it's like 50K, right? You bought it, you went all in here in February. I think or at least how I did it and how I think is successful, is it is a good idea to DCA when price is below your cost basis. So if it was 50,000 right now, you wouldn't be interested in buying. If it dumps into September, October, we get on to like 38K, then you would look to make regular buys under 50. You could do that like by having an order every week, or you could do it by setting limit orders underneath your cost basis. So you could do like a limit buy of 47 or 49, 48, 47, 46, all the way down, whatever. And then you don't have to do anything. You don't have to make sure the order went through. You don't have to check to see if price is higher or lower than your cost basis. You just walk away. And you walk away and you really get to say, man, I hope Bitcoin goes lower. I hope it dumps because I want those orders filled. I want more. I want to accumulate more. When it's above your cost basis, that's up to you. I think the best way to do it is underneath though. That's my sense. That's my 2 cents. What's up, Monkey? How you doing, dude? You're bearish only because you want your orders to hit? Dude, there's nothing wrong with that. According to stats, September is always bearish. That's not true. That's not true. Let me see. September, right here. September, the last September we had was green. 4%, not a big one, but there you go. Not always bearish. In fact, you could argue that this was very bullish, even though only in hindsight. You could argue this is very bullish though. September, you reversed a 2-month downtrend. You closed green, and then October kicked it off to a new all-time high. September, before that, red right here. Definitely a bearish one. Not surprising. September, kind of red. October green. September, kind of red. October green. This pattern here. Prevalent. 2020 minus 7.5% October, 28%. 21 minus 7% October, plus 40%. September minus 3%, October plus 5.5%. September plus 4%, October plus 28%. So we could say they're bearish if you look at all the Septembers, you put them together and you say the aggregate or the median or whatever of all these combined is negative. That's fair. But by no means does that say statistics says it's always bearish. In fact, you just look back the last few years and there's arguments to be made that these might have been, in some of these circumstances, very bullish. Might have been. There you go. There you go. What's up, CLOS, BTC? Love Bitcoin. Budman and Throbbin, all caps, ding dong, bullish. Nice name, dude. Love from India. Much love to you. Sai Kunar, my friend. What's up, Crypto Nate B? I missed your subscribe. What's up, bro? Welcome to the club. Crypto Nate B. You guys should join our Discord, discord.gg/TomCrown. If you're joining us on this laborious day, join our fam, discord.gg/TomCrown. It's free. And if you sign up with any of our sponsors or with any of the affiliate links in the video description below, you will get into our exclusive VIP trading group. Very exclusive, very nice. Very mindful. You're going to enjoy it. So we're looking at, let me just go through some more of these charts. Gold closing a banger. Let's take a look at gold here. Gold closing August 2,500. I don't know what I'd like better, honestly, guys. Like, Bitcoin has been very boring since March, but would you rather this? Like, arguably, since December 2015, gold has only moved up, right? Just had months of moving down, but relatively always putting in higher lows, moving higher, hitting all-time highs, moving back down, blah, 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 right? Pretty much only up, but only 140% gain up. Put that into some context here. Bitcoin since 22, so not since 15, since 22, despite the last 6 months, is up 280% in that same time period. Go back to 2015 and, I mean, the numbers get silly. What would we rather? Would we rather this painful, slow market that has these kind of brief explosions, or a really slow, one-sided climb up, I'll call it? I'd go with Bitcoin every time. You know, I love to harp on noobs saying, Bitcoin will never get, you won't get rich with Bitcoin. You only get a few X on your monies. Yeah, dude. This is like what the alternative is get a few X on your monies in 10 years. Not even a few X, like 1X, 2X in like 10 years. Silly. Absolute silly. Let's look at dominance. Actually, wait. We're not done with gold. Go to the week. Close all-time high. Weekly candle. Little selling off here. Gold, to me, looks like it's doing its predictable. Coming back to that previous resistance to test it as support. Maybe 2,400. See what happens there. But the bigger picture in gold is going to be the dollar. The dollar closed August, actually, pretty surprisingly. Go to this month. Pretty surprisingly. After breaking December's low at 100.6, the dollar bounced into the end of August. And similar to Bitcoin, has this tiny little orbital red candle going on. It's interesting that the dollar and Bitcoin kind of seem to be moving together over the last few months, or last 6 months. Kind of topping out around April, March, spending time sideways, moving down. Obviously, the dollar, in a structural sense, much more in danger here. Testing those testing this multi-year support again after a lower high. Dollar in some shit, in some trouble. Likely the reason that we're seeing gold push up. Confusing that Bitcoin doesn't seem to be benefiting. But it's not the first time. Bitcoin has been correlated and inverse correlated, and probably will be both again at some point with the dollar. Looking meh on the week. I still think the dollar has a little more pop in it. You do have a nice low RSI on this week. Last week, whatever. August's low here. That's going to paint bullish divergence. In fact, it has to paint bullish divergence. You have to go all the way back to January. All the way back here to get the same RSI low that we just saw in August. I think that this is what we're seeing. Still think this is what we're seeing. Maybe we're not going to go as high as 104. Maybe we are. But I would say at least back to 102.74. Dollar had a really kind of uncharacteristic, at least in my observation, sell-off. Doesn't usually trend like this. Very little bounce. Reminds me of Bitcoin in 2022. Very little bounce. I think we see a retracement at least back to 102.7, if not 104. And in that time, maybe we'll see gold retrace. Maybe we'll see stocks retrace. And fingers crossed, hopefully we see Bitcoin rally with it, right? If we're going to take the downside with it, God, I hope we get the upside with it too. That would be such a sad party if dollar dumps and Bitcoin dumps again. We look at Moo. All right, the shield. We can look at Moo. The petrodollar, be careful. Kamala Hala. About to shoot off the printing press. Good. Whoa, Ace of Hearts. Are you trying to get me to vote for Kamala? Is that what you're doing? Doesn't sound like you, buddy. You're telling me, you promised me she'll fire up the printing press? I want 2 Kamalas. Give her a printing press in each hand. Print it, baby. Print it to oblivion. TRX closed it closed the highest monthly candle ever. September starting off to a little red. I don't even really know why I have that one pulled up right now. BNB tested 511, maybe still following our inverse head and shoulders projection back to the all-time high for BNB. I think a trade can be made here. Maybe just targeting 622. Previous resistance. I like this. You can have a really tight stop on that. ETH just can't catch bids. ETH's doing whatever. Kamala Toe. You guys are goofy. You guys are goofies. ETH just can't catch bids, it seems. Remember when I warned you guys that the ETH Foundation was selling again? And then they did. You guys told me, not you guys, but you told me that it's only 100 million, blah, 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 drop in the bucket. Right up here? Right around here? Was this it? Tell me again how the 100 million wasn't relevant. Tell me again. I don't know what's going on with Ethereum. Honestly, I have held lots of opinions of Ethereum over the years. The most recent one being maybe a year ago with I haven't used the ETH chain in years because I'm not paying $100 to send a transaction. Solana came into the picture, Pump.Fund came into the picture. They kind of corded away that traffic, that volume, those transactions. And since then, we've seen Ethereum's fees go right back to nothing. Good lesson here in a few directions. One, fees in general, in crypto, are heavily dependent on use. They're heavily dependent on how much demand there is for transactions at any given time. Things like, I don't know, NFT mints, trades, whatever, often come with high demand for transactions. People trying to get in on whatever mint or whatever BS they're trying to do. This is a characteristic. This is a feature, not a bug. Now we're seeing the main objection I had with Ethereum kind of fade away as these transactions, I think it's under $1 right now, become logical, rational prices again. And it doesn't seem to be leading to any hype in Ethereum, does it? I don't know. You'd think it would. I'll say on the day, for once, Ethereum not looking too terrible. Looking not great, but I like that this money flow's finally given up some of that red. The week, on the other hand, looks pretty crappy. Oh man, dude, what is going on with this? What happened to all the Ethereum maxis? Are they still buying? I will give a shout out to Ethereum maxis. Ethereum maxi was the first time I had ever heard the term maxi referred to as from anything other than Bitcoin. We had the Ethereum maxis. Where are they now? I still have some Ethereum, less than I had last year, but man, I don't know. When is this going to catch bids, dude? Look at this. Look at this monthly close against Bitcoin. At least that's up a little bit. Kind of untested resistance back at 0.005 again. Maybe we see Ethereum catch some bids up to 0.005. Maybe it comes right back down in that channel. I don't know. I'm talking shit on Ethereum here. You punching air this week? I think we're all punching air, bro. Can I explain about Bitcoin? Sorry you're late. Not a lot going on. Not a ton. You stopped eating Mexican food to avoid gas. Well, that's a way to do it. That's a way to do it. You always appreciate the chill vibes, Rybeard. Thank you, man. You know, crypto seems to be built on a ship of FOMO and FUD and scaring your audience and getting them all hyped up so that they trade, or I don't know, whatever, man. It's not helpful. Doesn't help you succeed. We bring the chill vibes, especially when they're needed. Today, I don't know if they're needed because it's chilling, but proud to be able to offer you that service. It's important. People make worse decisions in this space and in trading. They do when there's someone that they trust or an authority figure trying to get them scared, trying to be like, it's the end of the world because they want clicks. Like, I don't want you guys to do badly, even if that means I don't get as many clicks. It's okay. It's all right. In exchange, I just get to say whatever I want and talk crap about whatever I want, and you guys are welcome to disagree. That's okay. I don't have much for Ethereum here. Did it already hit a lower low in September? Lower low locally? No. No, actually, not yet. That's the best thing I've seen on it so far. Let's see. Kind of flaggish, kind of double bottomish. I need a beer. I don't think I have any beers here. I'll have to go get some. Maybe a bear flag. I don't know. Kind of more pressing or more obvious than the bear flag is support, higher high, sell off, support turns to resistance. We still don't have a lower low. That'll be the tip off. 2280, likely looking for support there if we reject. If Ethereum can get back above 2600, really just above this area, it's not so much a precise number as it is a zone here where support was tested. I would say above 2700, it's in the clear. If we can get back above there, things are looking better. This could, in hindsight, be a higher low. For now, it's a wait and see. A lot of this market, especially into this new month, is wait and see. On Friday, despite everyone in the world who didn't tune in Friday, who could never see that stream because it's now hidden forever, lost in lost in the world or the realm of YouTube's deleted videos. I did take a live trade. Let's see if that's still open. It is. I'm getting used to using these other exchanges. This one is 𝐒𝐈𝐆𝐍. The link is in the video description below. No KYC, but you know the deal. Follow the laws in your areas, etc. If you're in the US and you want to use other exchanges, I'm not a lawyer, but that Palau ID, I believe, is legit. I have one. That's why I use the KYC. I opened a long on render at $5 because you guys encouraged me to. You peer pressured me. Let me see how this is doing. Did trade down to 477. Wow, just a few cents from my stop loss. That almost got wrecked. But we are back to that $5 target. Still slightly down. Let's check out this position. Down 1.1%. Good time to check on it. God, not even the trades are exciting. How do I feel about this trade right now? I was pretty confident in this analysis. So I felt, okay, we have a lot of confluence. This is the logic behind it. A lot of confluence there. You have a fib level. You had your previous resistance before you started an uptrend. You had $5 psychological level. Things like to bounce. They like to bounce. They like to reject at $5. The day is still not beautiful. Not quite what I'd like to see for this position, but momentum has started moving up a little. Might have a higher low on money flow. VWAP rolling over. I feel confident in it still. If anyone else took this trade, I hope you didn't blindly copy me. That's not a good idea. But if anyone else is in a render position, because I know other people are trading different things, instead of maybe the ambitious $7-ish, 626, still a significant gain from that entry. Still pretty significant. 25%, that's nice on leverage. Likely to play as resistance on the way back up. Could play out something like this. That'd be nice. Another higher low. Of course, we could always nuke and I'd be wrong. That does happen. You guys will know, though. I won't hide it from you. I'll show you as it unravels here. Definitely less confident than Friday, though. Put another alert. If it trades below today's low, I'm cooked. Cooked. Won't be able to afford Labor Day shenanigans. No, I'm just kidding. Monthly. Word open. What do you guys think? Let me check that poll. You think I'm getting wrecked on this or not? We got a few votes. Pretty spread. Pretty even distribution here. About 1/3 of us bearish, 1/3 of us neutral, 1/3 of us bullish. And that means we don't know. That means we're really undecided. Nice. Exactly how it should be. I looked at Nosana Friday. Does seem to be flagging above previous resistance. This might not be bad. I guess this has something to do with render. That's why we looked at it. Looks better than render, maybe. Maybe should have longed this. Son of a bitch. Nah. Nah. Daily slowly rolling over. We are in such a precarious situation here. Still looking for that. Such precarious. Everything is like down now at support. And it really feels like the entire market will bounce from here. Or the entire market is going to like dump through these supports and Bitcoin. Probably heading towards like that 3840K. Crow, Phil, this might have been the better trade in hindsight. Just above or just below 10 cents. Daily rolling over. Could be good. Ton being very boring since their CEO is arrested. Lame. I didn't want to look at it. IDEX, this is interesting. So we looked at IDEX, I want to say Wednesday. And we only looked at it because we saw that it had really extreme negative funding. I think this was around here. It was Wednesday. Really extreme negative funding. And I said, I definitely am not taking a trade on this. I don't think you should. But I want to see what happens to this chart. So this is where price was. Kind of interesting in hindsight to see this was really heavily shorted. It did continue down, sweeping the low. Just ever so slightly. And now it's bounced back up. This kind of looks good. But something tells me this is a bad thing to look to trade. I think that funding has since reset. Yeah, I think the funding has since reset. But it's interesting to see that it continued to be shorted down until it swept liquidity on longs. And then we got the short squeeze. Did not expect that. It already seems kind of topped out here. So that move might already be done. But interesting. Not really what I thought was going to happen. As this fell, I was thinking, man, that funding, this is probably going to squeeze back up to resistance above and then nuke. I'm going to keep watching this because I'm curious. I don't think I've ever followed kind of a random chart based on funding and watched it over any like significant time frame. Ooh, we got more memberships to gift out. I forgot. It's September. Nice pickle. Nice pickle. Cass still trading sideways. This is what I mean. People are like, pull up this chart, pull up that chart. And it's like, bro, since the 5th, a lot of these charts have just been in a very, very, very tight range. They haven't validated or invalidated anything. They're still kind of cooking. I still think up is the bet here. Maybe not to 26, but at least to just under 20 from this like 15.5 entry. What are we looking at? TRB could be a trade. I think trading right now is real risky. Dogs. Some of you guys were looking at dogs last week. I said there's too little chart here to do anything with, but we'll look at it. Dogs, Baroque support traded lower, basically. 001 sits right here at its 0.5 retrace. Not looking good. If dogs wants to not get sent to oblivion, needs to come up and test that support as resistance. If it can break that, you start that climb back up. If you reject from here, this thing seems so cooked. Down here at the 618, 00085. 0.5 at 001. I ain't touching this. I don't think anybody should touch this. Not enough chart history. Not enough data. Not enough data. Who won the memberships? It's not showing me. My whole Streamlabs thing is just like not really working. Maybe if I reload my widgets. Restart session. That's a dangerous button. I don't know what that does. Nope. Can't see him. It has told me only 2 people have subscribed, and we know that to be a lie. Because that counter has rolled over. If you're out there and you're not subscribed, join us. Join the fam. I did make the vertical stream public. I see some guys over there. What's up, Nobert? Dixie's moving up a bit after drop. No eggs. Sold all your ETH. Can't do it anymore. Feel that. I feel that, brother. Started that up so that Sir Gowd can do some clips. What else should we look at today? Sahid, I remember. Is it Moo? Didn't we look at Moo already for you? I don't know if we're going to keep looking at it for you. Oh, but I see why. Thanks for the reminder. That entry is a little low. Ooh. Ooh. Well, it rolled over. Lower highs, flat bottom. I'm starting to wonder, is 25 cents the play here? I'm not taking this. Yeah. There it is. Is 25 cents the play here? Was our 618 retracement? We do have resistance here on the way up. Would be nice and tasty to come back to it. I think the argument can be made, though, that the break to a new all-time high, we have already tested that resistance as support at least twice. Now with lower highs showing less buying demand on the way back up. Not the most bullish take. Not the most bullish looking thing. I think what could be done here, and again, even worse of an idea maybe than my original trade, is you could look for a long, look for a long right around the lows we've already seen. 32. The stop loss could be very, very tight. Maybe just under 30 cents. That's not that tight. Could be very tight. And then what? Target a lower high again. 56. So maybe a move from 33 to 56. And you're really just playing that high, lower high, lower high, poop to bed, right? There you go. You're probably not even here. You probably missed it. It was just for you, but we did it. We did it, fam. We are in no man's land between the green week and the green month. And things are moving so slow. What chart patterns do you trust in Bitcoin crypto? That's a good question. What chart patterns do I trust? Also depends what you mean by trust. I'll say typically I respect the channels. Parallel ascending channels tend to work out pretty well. I think the real thing is that chart patterns are a great concept to understand. And in some markets, they do seem to be more tradable than others. But in crypto, they do not seem to be something that works well without a lot of confluence, without many other supporting factors. They just are not strong in the crypto space alone. They're not enough to build a bridge with. That's my best. What's up, Tonzi? Getting sucked back in. Happy Labor Day, my friend. What's up, Foxy Thorny? I'm happy you jumped in here. Good to see you. Up and run, MAGA. Anybody else want to look at MAGA? You trust the MPC chart? SUI going down? I closed the SUI chart earlier because it hadn't moved much. Take a peek. It does look that way, doesn't it, Jen? It does look that way. I don't know why these are so hard to see. It's bothering me. 64. Maybe you know what? 60 might be the play instead of 64. Looking for a higher low. Looking for potentially a real weird looking inverse head and shoulders, right? Low, lower, low, higher, low, flat top, maybe. I think 60 is right. Scratch whatever I had there. Exactly on the 618, 65. Nah, 60. Put a stop below 45. That is a really deep stop loss, though. And what? Just under $1 again. Nice 2.3 to 1. Good reminder. I have alerts set. That's probably why I closed it. INJ is in the past. Man, people are so excited about INJ. I guess I don't have a magma chart. Manga, the manga chart. This chart looks like crap, bro. I guess this is just 𝐒𝐻 though. This isn't the full history. Yikes. Oh, 𝐒𝐻, this thing's getting hammered. If it has trading history below like $2 before 𝐒𝐻, this could look better. It could mean it isn't as bad as it looks. Do this. Damn, you got some strong resistance at 458. Oh, I got rid of my fibs. 250. 78. Damn. Here's what I don't really like about this chart. Again, there's probably more history outside of 𝐒𝐻. Here's what I don't like. Big, tall wick. We can ignore most of that. This basically means when you see this, that on 𝐒𝐻, when this started listing, the first order was filled up here at like $40, which could easily be the people who sold it. Right? They could have bought 1 penny at $40, made the chart move up here, and then sold it down, right? Could just be a little manipulation tactic. I don't usually use those wicks, but it does show us pretty strong selling pressure, right? Either way, big tall wick, not a lot of strength immediately after. We see 458 tested on the weekly time frame over and over and over and over again before it caught some bids into May. Sold back off in July, tested that same support again. So now we're at like 8 weekly tests, right? Very weakened support. Lower high, you broke it. This is the logical move. 482. If you reject from 482, probably looking for that 250 again, maybe as low as 178. Definitely not the prettiest chart. I could try to find a longer history, but I don't care. I'm not going to. It's Labor Day. On the day, it looks a little bit better than the total time frame. On the day, maybe we are looking for that complete back test. We can argue that it already happened. We can argue it already happened. Kind of double bottom, leading back to 458. 458. That's what I'm looking for. Right side finally coming up. Not a lot of strength across markets right now. 𝐵eerCoin. We haven't looked at that in months. I remember when people wouldn't shut up about 𝐵eerCoin. They would not shut up about 𝐵eerCoin. Whatever happened to it? I can't imagine that a thing called 𝐵eerCoin, that anything bad could happen. Oh no! Oh no. Something bad happened. Our precious 𝐵eerCoin should be mooning today. You guys should be drinking your beers. Precious, precious 𝐵eerCoins. How will we ever buy beers in the future metaverse without our 𝐵eerCoins? Play like that. It's a pretty gnarly sell-off, but in perspective, no bearish engulf on the week. Bitcoin is bearish engulf on the week. Arguably, resistance from here on the week down at quad 0131 might have held. Might have held. This is a pretty savage rejection, though. Can't imagine there's that much selling pressure left. What percent is this down? I didn't even look. Back to your 618. There might be a play here. I don't think I'd ever buy and hold this, but there might be a play, a little scalp. Maybe a little scalp. $5%, 8%. Might be. Of course, the whole history looks terrible, but this doesn't look the worst. Higher high, higher low. Come back to that resistance. Test it as support. Maybe you can eke out a 0.5. If you're feeling real good about the 𝐵eerCoin, maybe you hold it back to that high. I don't know. This would be a very hard thing to think about holding on to for any amount of time. It's already fallen 98.5%. Remember, you can always just keep adding zeros, percents. There's infinite room between 98% and 100%. Yeah. If 𝐵eerCoin, here's the Hopium. If 𝐵eerCoin can actually make it past this local high recently, late August, if it can make it past there, there might be an argument to see this actually retrace a good amount of what it lost. There might be an argument. There's just not a lot here. This is just selling pressure. It's totally, completely inefficient price action, right? You might run into a little bit right here, and it's interesting because that lines up pretty well with our fib extension from this move if the bottom is in. Above that, there's really nothing until you make it back to 0018, which at this point would be a 10x. Interesting. Good luck with that 𝐵eerCoin, man. I mean, I like the name. Oatmeal. Oatmeal. O'Doul's. Yo, O'Doul's is actually pretty good. If you're going to drink beer that doesn't have alcohol in it, O'Doul's is not bad. What's up, Jungle Boy? Tom Crown, coolest man in the world. Thank you. I mean, I'm sure there's cooler, but I'll take that. Here we go. Bottoms in, says nostalgic. Okay. Okay. We didn't get very bully readings earlier, but we did make the speculation that we will see this September candle turn green today, even if just for a moment. 58.9 or 59K. I mean, you're shaping up. Definitely looks better than when we started the stream. 10 minutes still a little sluggish, but I can see some momentum building here on this 15. Wouldn't it be cool if it just pumped its brains out while everyone's doing their Labor Day thing? That'd be awesome. $30-minute now looking good. It's actually a big change from earlier. Money flow higher highs, VWAP up. This momentum is starting to lag though. 2:13, so we're about an hour in. Said this would be a short stream. It's like shaping up to be the exact same length it always is. A bit some local hourly resistance. This doesn't look bad though, man. I'll say it. It looks much, much better in just the hour that we've been here. I don't hate it. Said I liked this wick in September and then what looks like buyers coming in. Kind of changing the momentum here. Higher highs and higher lows on low time frames. I don't know if we're ready to say bottom's in, but bottom's always in someday. What's up, Cherry City Bulls? It'd be hilarious, I agree. It would be so funny. Make me laugh. Make me laugh, Bitcoin. What's up, 𝐂𝐴𝐳? You're raised in England, but still no stout should be banned. Okay. Free speech for stout. Get a little pump. Get a little pamp. It's not quite a Labor Day pamp yet. That's not bad. Yeah. Interesting. Interesting. Surprised we got like 450 live viewers today. I thought nobody would tune in live. Thought it would be like me, yeah, and the boys, you guys. But like, kind of impressed. A little impressed. Okay, good. No, copyrighted music's still going. Not copyrighted music. I don't know. I don't know, man. It's Labor Day. It's kind of a sleepy day. New moon. It is the new moon today. There's a lot. A lot kind of going on here. The new moon, I believe, is tonight. The last what, full moon led us to a little rally that got sold off by the time the new moon came. Boring. The last new moon led to a dump-a-rooney that oddly again kind of ended up at the next moon phase where it was, not too far away. These moon cycles have not been kind to us over the last few weeks. God, I would love a little pump in my life. You got pizza rolls? Well, you're gonna share. Gonna reheat some pizza? Hell yeah, Crypto Nate. I saw you subscribed earlier. Welcome. You're at work too? Samesies, I'm at work. The moon makers are not easy to please. The Moonanites are a vengeance-filled people, the Moonanites. What's up, Orange G? One with nature. Today we dump. Man. All set? All set's making money all day, every day. Nice. Nice. Also known as a job. Ha! Just kidding. We're the coolest. We break 59.5. You know what? Let's, I got memberships to give away, and because this is kind of a more intimate stream, let's give them away. Make sure you've opted into membership gifting, meaning you can receive them. I don't know why you got to do it. Make sure you're subscribed, liked the live, put it voted in the poll, put a live message in the live chat. All those things will help YouTube pick you to get this membership. I don't have any control. I'm going to gift away 5 of them. Then we're going to keep the other 5 for Wednesday. So put a message in chat. I'll give you 30 seconds. It's also a great time, if you've already done those things, to check out the Discord. Make sure you're in it. It's the best way to keep up with our lives. Best way to keep up with the community. Never sleeps. You can also check out the free trading course on our channel. I'd say it's the best damn trading course on YouTube, and it's free. All of the links in the video description below. You can help support the channel by signing up with them. Especially our sponsors, 𝐒𝐶, Meta Signals. You get free trials using my link. All right, let's gift these away. You saw me trading on WeX earlier. That's in there too. Let's gift them. 3, 2, 1. Gift 5. There it is. I hope you win. You personally. Rich Vivi. I didn't see that 7 minutes ago. NPC. Sure. Sure. There we go. My notifications are not working today. Just so you know. Yep, we just gained another subscriber. You saw that roll over. But nothing popped up. What's up with that, YouTube? Scam. Scam. Okay, let's look at NPC for Rich. Living his rich life. Get rid of all these. These are too busy. Get rid of a bunch of these fibs too. There we go. All right, well, better than a lot of other coins. I will start off NPC. Closing that monthly better than a lot of other coins. No lower low in August. Spicy. Relative strength against the rest of the market. NPC BTC likely closed green last month. September opening to a nice tiny green candle. Let's mark this white. So I like this double bottom, slightly higher low. I like it as long as it doesn't get tested again. 1.22 cents. Tested again, looks bad. Kind of climb from here, things are looking better. Ooh, closed low underneath weekly support. Man, you're gonna have to see what happens at 1.7. 1.7 cents. This was support on the week, the day, whatever. You've closed below. Now you have a green candle. That's great. But you need to get back above 1.76. You need to close that weekly back in this zone. If you reject from there, you're likely moving back to that 1.22 cents down here. Daily. All right. Money flow coming around. Coming around slowly. Last time we saw this little bump. I don't like the lower close now. But a long position, if taken, maybe back to the trend. Maybe back up here. Yeah. You can kind of see it, can't you? The reason I say you don't want to test that monthly double bottom again. 1.22 cents. I think you can see it, chat. I think it's pretty clear here. A lot of chartists in the room. You have your all-time high. Another all-time high. Right back to the same level. Buyers came in at the same level. They're now exhausted. Or at least more exhausted than before the test. Despite exhausting themselves buying, they were unable to break a high. They were unable to break a high again. They painted a lower low after a lower high. You come back down to 1.22 and all of a sudden you go from, okay, we're doing pretty good, to now we have a really gnarly head and shoulders, right? That double test. That's why I'm always skeptical of double tops and double bottoms. They can paint into very different patterns, also known as the dong. You want to stay away from 1.22 cents. Don't go there. Don't do it. Bitcoin sideways as soon as we looked at it. Classic. Classic. See these moving averages. What do we got? Above price. Don't want to be below price. Not the best. How are you feeling about this chart, my friend? I don't love it. I don't love it. In its defense, I don't really know if I've seen a chart that I really love right now. All of them kind of in this same scenario. As great as it would be to yell, all of your bags are going to move tomorrow. I'd love to tell you that. You'd love to hear it, right? I'm not seeing much. Maybe the market makes a big shift this week, today, tomorrow. Maybe that changes a lot of these charts. But until further notice, a lot of these are just not looking great. NPC maybe a little better off than some of the others I've seen. but certainly not in a super exciting blast off phase. Not yet. Bitcoin got very shy as soon as we looked at it. Stop moving. Super people. Retrace to 58K. Yeah, sure. That's less than 1%. I could have them right now. Watch out for that DMB, that dig and ball pattern, man. What's up, Wick? And Wick's wife. Wick and Wick's wife. Stay away from the donk, says Boop. That's true. Will you do a live stream with Optical Art? Sure. Love Steve. I was going to go visit Steve. Actually, technically, I would have been there right now, I think, if I had gone and visited him, but would not allow dogs. The, condo wouldn't allow dogs, so nope. My 48-month badge is Jerome Powell. I don't know, is it? No, is it? Should I make it that? Is that what you're saying, Cielos? Incentive. What's up, John Lloyd? Rigo, Carell, Estaro. Happy Labor Day, everybody. Happy Labor Day. 88 Ace, all set. Who did I miss? Crypto Greg, Dave Kane, Harardry 55, Eker, Ion Crypto, Jiraj, Chromatic. Who else is here? Mike McCarthy, Mr. 100's back. What's up, brother? Mr. Blank, Randall, Rigo, Robert Liu, Roro Crypto. What's up, brother? Sergio. Quieter day. It's a quieter day. I do appreciate you all joining on this quieter day. I debated not going live because I thought it would just be an empty room, but it wasn't. We held pretty freaking strong, around 500 viewers. Almost the entire stream. Not bad. Where is this? Let me see. Gifted away some memberships. That's good stuff. Yeah, not bad. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. I would have expected way less. Maybe I don't know quite as well as I used to. To me, it's all the same. That's not true. That's not true. I like it when it's spicy. That being said, guys, it is Labor Day. I want you guys to go out and enjoy yourselves. Bitcoin, I really don't think we're going to get a super exciting move. I don't think you're going to miss anything, at least until tomorrow. At least until markets are open. Remember, Bitcoin never sleeps. September started the second that clock rolled over. September doesn't start for the rest of the world until tomorrow. Well, at least for the US. It doesn't start till tomorrow. I would definitely be keeping my eyes peeled for a spicy move tomorrow. Whether it's the upside or downside, I hope it's the upside. Chart doesn't really look like it, but I hope it is. So go have fun. Go enjoy your life. Remember, there's no point of wealth if you don't enjoy it. Right? You're sitting here, you're building your futures. Mad respect to that. But you got to enjoy it. It gets lost along the way sometimes, myself included. So I hope you guys tune in Wednesday. We'll be live again at 1 p.m. East. Hell, maybe we'll be live tomorrow if we get a crazy move. But that's going to be it for today, fam. I'm going to go have a few brews, have a few bowls. You should jump in the Discord, sign up with any of the links, any of the affiliate links in the video description below, and get into our exclusive private trading group in that Discord for free. Thank you for joining. I love you, fam. Go have some fun. That's an order. Crown out.